Squad niggas go hard. Now you're listening to
What's going on, guys? UFC is this weekend. Are in Brazil. Great card, Assunc versus Moraes. This is DJ Fight Picks. So here's the rules: $300 per event, 3 different picks per event. I'll record my wins and losses after every single event to show my earnings or losses. So this was last week's event. I went 4-0. Dillashaw versus Cejudo. The first fight that I had was Dennis Marinos over Tate Edwards, one that won by decision. Donald Cerrone then beat Alexander Hernandez in round 2 knockout with a sick head kick. I did have that going the over on that one. He knocked him out at like 3 minutes into the round, so it was good. I was like beat it by like 30 seconds, which was good. I bet $100 on that, 168.97. Paige Van Zandt versus Rachel Ostovich, subbed her 25, 115.83. Then we got JoJo versus Dustin Ortiz in a good grappling war. But put a 150 on that, 163.83. So after event 1, I went 4-0, and I was up $176.13. And the total for this year so far after one event is 4-0, up $176.13. So here's the card for this weekend. We got Assunc versus Moraes. That's a really good fight. I have no idea who's going to win. I do not want to comment on that one. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think Assunc could get it done, but you know Moraes is on that tear, and I think that's going to be a really good fight. And then we got Jose Aldo versus Renato Moicano, another really good fight. Renato Moicano has been looking insane, only been stopped by Brian Ortega via triangle choke. Jose Aldo is Jose Aldo, one of the best featherweights of all time, only been stopped by Max Holloway. And I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that one. That's also a good one, too. I think Renato Moicano is young. I think he's good. I think he could beat Jose Aldo, but Jose Aldo's got the experience, and he is declining in age. That's a good fight. But the next one is Demian Maia versus Lyman Good. That's also a good fight. I'll talk about that later. Charles Oliveira, David Teymur. I'll also talk about that later. Johnny Walker versus Justin Ledet. That is a good fight. Johnny Walker's fresh off a KO win off Khalil Roundtree. That's a really good fight. There's also really good fights on the preliminary card. I don't have much time to talk about them, so I'm just going to get into my picks. We got Max Griffin versus Thiago Alves. Max Griffin is the minus 235 favorite. Thiago Alves is the plus 190 underdog. I'm going to go with Max Griffin on this one. I think this is a clear-cut win right here. Thiago Alves is fresh off a loss to Curtis Millender and Kroshkov, the undefeated Russian. But yes, Thiago Alves is fresh off 2 losses. Max Griffin is fresh off loss off Curtis Millender, but he looked good in that fight. I went to that fight 226. Max Griffin is a tall guy, great striker. Thiago Alves is a small guy, kind of declining with age. He's been in the UFC for a while. Body starts to wear and tear after a while. I'm going to put 110 on this one. I'm going to win 46.81 Max Griffin. Next fight I got is Charles Oliveira versus David Teymur. Charles Oliveira was the opening favorite in this one, minus 145. And then odds have switched. David Teymur is now the favorite at minus 120. I'm going to put 120 bucks on it and win 100 for David Teymur. I think David Teymur is the better striker. I think Charles Oliveira is not cutting a lot of weight to get to this weight class. He's a natural 145er. He's coming up to do this. I think Charles Oliveira doesn't have what it takes at 155 to beat top-level contenders, and I think David Teymur will be a top-level contender after this fight. He has beat guys like Drakkar Klose, who I believe is a top 15 fighter in the lightweight division, but the lightweight division is just so stacked right now. But yes, I think David Teymur is going to win this fight. I think he's the better striker. I think he keeps this fight standing. Yes, I'm going to go 120 to win 100, David Teymur. And the last fight I'm going to bet on is Demian Maia versus Lyman Good. Demian Maia is the 170 favorite going into this fight. Lyman Good is the plus 145 underdog. Not many people know who Lyman Good is, but Lyman Good is a former Bellator champion. He has faced guys like Ben Askren. He tore Ben Saunders apart with knees and body blows and everything. Lyman Good is a great fighter. He's strong. He's big for the weight class. Demian Maia is 41 years old. He's declining with age. I do believe Colby Covington was right when he said he took his soul when Colby Covington put a beat down in Brazil on Demian Maia. And Demian Maia also is coming off a fresh loss to Usman. Usman threw him around for 5 rounds straight. I think Damian Maia is old. I think he can't do it anymore. He relies on his jiu-jitsu too much. Um, you got to be well-rounded. Damian Maia has always been to the top, but he's never been at the very, very top because he can't put it all together. Lyman Good is a lot younger than Damian Maia. Lyman Good does have experience. He's a very talented fighter coming from Bellator. I think Lyman Good gets this fight done. I'm going to put $70 on it, win 100 and 150. Yes, Lyman. I'm going to go with the underdog on this one, Lyman Good. So those are my fight picks for this weekend. Fortaleza, Brazil should be a good card. Can't wait. Watch it on ESPN Plus. And that is all. Thank you for watching.